And just to close this video, guys, I wanted to mention also Carlos Baleba, because I'm getting many questions from you, Man United fans, asking me about Man United new bid, Man United proposal for Baleba after some reports in England. What I'm told, guys, players camp. Man United started conversation with the players camp in July, continued in August, then Brighton decided not to sell the player in the summer. Perfect. Man United, I told you in August, and in the last 4 or 5 months, and I keep saying now, Man United still consider Carlos Baleba as a key target for 2026. Carlos Baleba, Elliot Anderson, they are following several midfielders for 2026. They might sign 1 or 2 in 2026. And so Baleba for sure remains on Man United shortlist. Man United remain in contact with people close to the player. It's not a secret, since August I've been telling you, Carlos Baleba would love to move to Manchester United. So for sure United are on it. Carlos Baleba remains one of the main names on their shortlist. But in terms of making it happen in the January transfer window, from Brighton, the message is very clear. They want to keep the player. They don't want to sell Baleba in January. So I think the only way to make this deal happen in January would be a very big and crazy proposal. But again, we know Brighton. We know Red Bull Leipzig in the case of Yan Diomande. For these players, with these clubs, it's not easy to negotiate. You really need to put crazy money on the table, and that's not even a guarantee of making things happen. So let's follow that situation, but for sure.
Palmer, there's lots of talk about him potentially leaving. Manchester United, his boyhood club. Could he end up there at some point? What's the perspective from the Manchester United side and maybe the Chelsea side on that?
Carl and I have been talking about this. There's an awful lot of noise around this. The fact of the matter is he has a long-term contract, 7.5 years left on his Chelsea contract. He's on a very good deal there in terms of his weekly wage. I can't see any way that Chelsea would let him go. But more to the point, Manchester United couldn't afford him right now, and they're not looking for any attacking options. Look, I'd be surprised if Manchester United did anything in terms of incomings in this transfer window. They've got a new strategy. They plan to do it transfer window by transfer window. The last window in the summer was when they went big. They spent over £280 million on attacking players. The focus next summer will be on central midfield players, defensive central midfield players. Well, that's not Cole Palmer. I can't see how he would necessarily fit into the United squad right now. He is not a priority for them. It's pretty clear that Cole Palmer is a Manchester United supporter. It's pretty clear that his family are. I think there's some suggestion, and from the people I've been speaking to, some truth in the fact that he's maybe not settled as quickly as he would have liked in the southeast, and that he's still got a lot of family up in the northwest. So maybe there's a pull to draw him back there. But there's a huge difference between that and that player leaving Chelsea to go to Manchester United. Chelsea wouldn't let him go. Manchester United don't want him right now, so it's almost irrelevant what Cole Palmer and his family might want at the moment. And maybe something in the future. Maybe Cole Palmer would like to go to Old Trafford in the future. Maybe United might go for him in the future, but I don't see anything imminent there. United are focused on other areas of the squad, plain and simple.
They're not going to let him go, are they?
Look, I think behind closed doors, privately, Chelsea will be laughing off these reports because Cole Palmer is 22. He was player of the tournament at the Club World Cup. He's had injury problems so far this season, which have prevented him from being at his best. But his contract at Chelsea means that he will be a Chelsea player until he's 30, and he's 22 at the moment. Now, can I see him playing for Manchester United one day? Yes, because he's a United fan. And I think if you were one of his close friends and you were talking to him, he would probably say to you, look, one day I would like to play for Manchester United. But just because he grew up a United fan doesn't mean he's going to end up playing for them. I mean, he was a United fan, but he ended up at the Manchester City Academy. Yeah. And he was working under Jason Wilcox, I think, who was the academy director, who's now the director of football at Manchester United. And there are very good relations between Chelsea and Manchester United. So if United were really interested in signing him, all they would have to do is pick up a phone and call Chelsea. And I'm sure that would never happen. And if it did, Chelsea would just say, are you having a laugh? This is not going to happen. I think his profile in the game at the moment, how much would it cost to sign him? 150, 200 million pounds. United don't have that kind of money, and at the moment, they don't need him.
Also, as well, I just wonder what Chelsea fans make of this. If there was to be any revelation of truth in this, what would Chelsea fans say about one of their star player, a player they absolutely worship, potentially thinking and saying, I want to go to Manchester United, you know. where, with due respect, United are not at the same level that Chelsea are at the moment. So, look, I think it's tittle-tattle. I think there's maybe some words being said behind the scenes about what may happen in the future. There's family loyalties here. There's words coming out from the family. I don't see any substance in it from Chelsea's perspective or from Manchester United's perspective.
I think Chelsea just view him as being untouchable.
Talking about untouchable, let's go straight to Naples because